Hello out there in YouTube land, Rival here. Thanks for stopping by. As you can see, we've got an overview video on the turntable for you this week. I realize it's been a couple weeks since my last video, so I apologize in the delay, but this is definitely something worth waiting for. What we've got here is the brand new Liong Mah Warrior 2. So this is the packaging it comes in. I think pretty much your standard offering for a lot of the Rayate Liong Mah collaborations. So inside the zipper pouch, a little fleece lining. You've got Liong's business card, as well as the knife itself. When we open this sucker up, here is what you get. Now, I would love to be able to offer you guys a side-by-side comparison with the Warrior 1. I apologize I can't do that. You know, a lot of the knives on this channel are self-funded, so in order to get the funds to buy this knife, I had to sell that knife. So kind of bummed because I really did love that Warrior 1, but I think it goes to show that the Rayate offerings, the Liong Mah designs, definitely are holding their value, because I had it up for sale on the forums for maybe 3 hours before I got my asking price for it, which wasn't that far below what I had actually paid for it. So, you know, it's great to know that they are definitely holding value and definitely things that are being sought after. So here you go, the Warrior 2. If you're interested, I did a review video of the Warrior 1, so if you go through the channel, there is a video there for you to look at. The Warrior 2 really takes everything that was awesome about that Warrior 1 and adds a few things that even addresses some of my concerns or some of my preferences, and it makes it bigger. And I love bigger. So the main difference is that this is a 3.75-inch blade. The Warrior 1 was like a 3.4, 3.5-ish blade. Now, one of the awesomest things about that Warrior 1 is it packed that blade into a really compact handle, meaning for the size knife you're carrying around, you got a little bit bigger blade than some other similar offerings in that size range. So the Warrior 2 is definitely no different, and we'll kind of go into some of that stuff in a second. Basically, you've got a pair of titanium handles. You now have a backspacer. Sorry, guys. Let's see here. You've now got a backspacer instead of a pair of standoffs. The pocket clip is a bit different. It is still a frame lock with a steel lock insert. This time around, the rings around the pivot, or pivot collar, I guess, if you will, is orange peeled. So that's pretty awesome. And the number one difference, besides the size in this blade, is this one offers you a hand ground, kind of compound grind, Tanto-style compound grind. You've got a nice deep hollow grind on the primary. You've got a nice flat grind on the edge, which kind of gives you a nice rounded Tanto. You've got that nice swedge all the way across the top, following into the body line. Another design characteristic that was carried over from the Warrior 1. Again, something that I liked very much. Now, you had more of a drop point style, or really broad, or not broad, but really thin Quaken style with the Warrior 1. So the Warrior 2, you've got a more traditional Tanto style, which is pretty awesome. I freaking love this blade grind. It is fantastic. And now you also got this sawtooth style jimping, which isn't too aggressive, but is in a great place for you to be able to choke up on that. Now, jimping was something that the Warrior 1 did not have either. Let's see what else. So we've got the lanyard hole that is into that backspacer, which is pretty awesome. I like it very much. Now, they upgraded the clip on this one, and I like the changes they made to the clip. It's just a smidge shorter. But I like that it actually goes deeper into the handle with that single screw design so that it doesn't wiggle around. That was one thing that I had a problem with my Warrior 1. It had a really shallow milling for the clip, so you know, I just had to Loctite it and then no big deal. But for those of you who take your knives apart on a regular basis, that was something that you'd have to address. Now, this one, like the original Warrior 1, it has a pair of blade stops, or probably more likely a single hardened pin inside that blade, which is kind of hidden in the handle. And it's got milled pockets, and that's what it catches it for its blade stop in the open and close position. You've also got ceramic ball bearings packed in there, so it is very smooth, very snappy. This one is actually smoother than the Warrior 1 I had, which was still a great knife, a very snappy knife, but this sucker fires hard. Now, one of the things that they're kind of changing up with this offering is that Liong has been very specific that these are hand-ground blades. Now, I don't know what kind of impact that's going to have on the amount of blades that they're putting out, but it definitely takes it to a more premium price point. Now, you're going to pay, I believe the MSRP on these is $400. Pre-orders came in at just a little bit less, so I was able to grab a pre-order. I know, as far as I'm aware, this is one of the first ones that was going out. Let's see here. So, yeah, the blades themselves, I mean, they are expertly ground. They are fantastic. So if they've got folks at the Reate factory hand grinding these, they've got some fantastically talented people there doing it. That definitely, it kind of blurs the line even further on what the heck these knives even are. Now, they are kind of boutique production knives in that Liong is designing them, Reate is building them, and then it seems like Liong's selling them because I got this direct from him, though he may be distributing as well to some of the dealers, because I don't doubt you'll start seeing these at dealers very soon, similar to the way you did the Warrior 1 as well. Now, like I said, this one is a bit more expensive, but it accounts for the fact that it is a bit bigger blade, as well as you got the hand grinding offering, which almost puts it in that mid-tech range. Again, mid-tech, for me is not only defined by how much handwork is being put into that, but who is doing that handwork. Like you've got a Ferrum Forge where it's one of the guys, Elliot and Kevin, perhaps. I'm probably slaughtering that, and I apologize right now. But the guys over at Ferrum Forge, they are killing it, and it's one of them, too, that is finishing each of those knives, really making it a true mid-tech from the maker. This kind of blurs that line a little bit because Reate is more of a production company, but, man, they are doing some superior work over there when you look at the offerings from Liong's designs, as well as the offerings from the Steelcraft series by Todd Begg. I mean, Reate is killing it in the industry right now, so this is amazing stuff. The blade steel is S35 VN, and as I said, it's a 3.75-inch knife. Now, one of the things I mentioned is it being compact for that size, so I want to kind of give you an idea. In the closed position, this right here, pretty common ZT-0550, even if you don't have one. If you're a knife guy, you've probably handled one. It is nearly identical in length to that, Warrior 2. However, 3.5-inch blade, 3 3/4-inch blade. Sorry guys. So you're definitely, if you line them up choil to choil where the blades start, you're getting that extra bit of blade at the tip. You've also got this slimmer profile as well. That's just a design aesthetic, but like I said, I mean, you're not adding that 1/4 inch into the handle. You're doing it in where and how you position the blade. How you get that overlapping, the way that they've got that stop pin in there allows them to get a little bit more real estate out of that blade, as well as compact more of that space into the handle, which, whoops, sorry guys, that was off camera, which really is an ingenious design technique. And again, to give you another size comparison with another similarly sized blade, this would be the ZT-0560, 3.75-inch blade, 3.75-inch blade. If I line them up to where the blades start, same cutting edge. You've got a skinnier design here, handles cut off just a smidge, maybe about that 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch or so that you're getting back in real estate in the handle there. So again, you're getting that nice elongated 3 3/4-inch blade with a nice compact body, handle, and overall design. The other thing that's amazing about this knife, nice upgrade for the second offering, is the fact that it's got pockets milled into the titanium. Probably not going to be able to see that, you guys. I apologize. I'm trying to focus, but the light is also hard to catch. You're going to have to trust me. There you can kind of see it in that bottom handle. You've got pockets, nice deep pockets. And this side it's zigzag throughout the whole thing, and this side you've got pockets milled all through here to lighten this thing up. So you're looking at 4.7 ounces overall between the S35 VN blade, the backspacer, and the titanium handles. Backspacer is also titanium. Whereas on this guy, I'm pushing 3.9. And even on this guy, you're pushing, or excuse me, 5.9. On this guy, you're pushing 5.6, 4.7. So really nice way to cut down on the weight. So for those of you guys who have that 5-ounce weight limit, I'm not one of them. I don't mind a brick in my pocket. It reminds me I got a big-ass knife in there, and that puts a smile on my face. But if you're one of those guys who shaves ounces, this is a nice offering to get you a 3 3/4 inch blade in under a 5-ounce package. It is fantastically sharp right out of the pouch there. Hello. So I'm very satisfied with how the edge is coming out there. All the way down to that nice Tonto style tip. Again, you know, I've been drooling all over this thing, so I'll just finish up by saying very stoked about this offering. When I saw that it was coming out, I was pretty excited. When I found out it was a 3.75 inch blade, I was extremely excited. I'm a bigger knife guy. Wisconsin is where I live, and we can carry pretty much whatever we want these days. So 3.5 to 4 inches is where I roll when it comes to pocket knives. So this is right up my alley. But the nice compact size also allows it to fit in some of those slacks and pants or shorts that I've got as the summer months come in that really don't have as much real estate as, say, a pair of blue jeans or something like that. So very pleased and happy with this overall offering. A lot of nice upgrades and updates from the Warrior 2. Oh, I forgot to mention too, it does have contoured handles. So you've got that nice soft bevel along with the beveled edge here, which again just adds to the overall package as an offering for this particular knife. Check out Liong Mah's website. I think it's liongmahdesign.com. Otherwise, you know, just keep your eyes out at your local dealers. These things will be hitting the streets very soon, if not already. I know the pre-order shipped this week. It's Wednesday at the point in time I'm making this. So thanks for stopping by. I got a couple pimp jobs that I'm going to be doing here in my next video. So stop by soon. Check those out. Like, subscribe. Peace.